top investments for Christmas. Alright, so good night, Instagram. Here with Financial Bridging. Tonight we'll be exploring the top investments for Christmas. So we're going through stocks, we're going through some certificates of deposit, or call them CD. We're also going through some treasury bills. And also for persons who want to invest in overseas market, America, we are also exploring some top stocks that you can invest in. But hear what people. So IG people, if you notice the pin takes you to tonight's presentation, so you can follow along and stuff like that. And then hopefully you can ask some questions. So TikTok people, just go over by Instagram. There is a pin in the comment, and the pin takes you to the document that we're going through tonight. So you can follow along and read and stuff like that. Alright, Amber's big up yourself. Nikki Boss, big up yourself. Lorenzo, as always, big up yourself. Right? So maybe like the next 5 minutes before we start, because we're starting late tonight. My apologies again. It's a lot of meetings and stuff this time of year, so I really never anticipated running late. So sorry about that, people. But I will make up for that, right? So TikTok, please go over by IG Financial Bridging page. Once you go over by IG Financial Bridging page, there's a comment that takes you to tonight's document, right? Once you get the document, you can read and follow along so you understand. IG people, the thing is in the comment, all right? So the pin right there, just click it to bring up the PowerPoint presentation for tonight. So next 3 to 4 minutes and then we can start. By the way, people on IG, just let me know if you like the contents then what I dropped from the other day. So a lot of persons reach out to me so they make a whole heap of money on Trans Jamaica, separate. Persons reach out to me so they make money on Grace. You can let me know if these things are beneficial to you, you get me? You can let me know if you want more content like this and whatever we're covering in tonight's session. Zin? Odin, big up yourself. Yeah, big up yourself. Tonight we're going through top investments for Christmas. You don't know my style already. I have to make the people and make some money. You see me? That is it. So next 3 minutes and then we start. I want to build some vibes. And then we go right into it. Alright? TikTok, bless upon yourself again for the love and support. Like on the channel I grow. Instagram, TikTok, make a big one. Alright? Want to go over by the YouTube page. YouTube page need to get some following right now. You understand? IG I go on, TikTok I go on, but the YouTube for some reason, I'm no YouTuber, but the long format content end up on YouTube just because of how the spacing and everything work out. You get me? So people on IG, people on TikTok, go over by the YouTube page, Financial Bridging, everything Financial Bridging, and just subscribe. Right? Just subscribe so you can get like last week's investment content and you can get tonight's investment content. So anything over 15 minutes end up on YouTube. Right? My videos are not normally long. It's only the lives them long. See? But once it reach 15 minutes or more, it automatically end up on YouTube. So you don't want to miss out on all of the information. Because as you know, a lot of persons can consume short format content. So it's only TikTok and Instagram people will really take on to it. You get me? Anything over 5 minutes, they're not going to watch it. I just saw it go. Shamar, good night. Big up yourself. Alistair, Julian, big up yourself. Shakwan, big up yourself too. So next minute, and then we jump right into it. People on TikTok that just are joined. Tonight we're going through the top investments for Christmas. You know, don't know my style. I like when people invest and invest wisely because I promote financial literacy, financial education, and I love when people make money. It make me feel good. That's one of my passion. You don't have to give me $1. You understand? Make your money, tell me how it go, and that is enough for me, believe it or not. Cool? Um, so, George, big up yourself. Welcome. Kevin Laws, big up yourself. TikTok people, go over by Instagram. The pin is there that you can download the PowerPoint presentation for tonight so you can follow along. Cool? Alright, that is it. It's now 7:40. More than enough time. We can get into it. So, straighten up. Straighten up a little bit. Right, so disclaimer. Tonight's content is strictly for educational purposes and it should not be taken as investment advice. For investment advice, please to speak to your financial advisor or your wealth advisor. I'm just your financial advisor. So strictly for education content, guys. Anything I'm telling you tonight, I expect you to do your own research. Don't take it as gospel from me. I know I've gotten it right a lot of times, but I can also make mistakes. Alright? Whatever I have found might not necessarily match with your investment style. It might not match with your investment horizon. So just it's something to look into. Anything I mentioned, it's something to do further researching and look into it. Alright? So with that said, let's jump into tonight's session. So we'll be discussing how regular, typical Jamaicans here are in the diaspora or in the North American market can invest in local securities, local assets, and also international assets, right? By unlocking opportunities for diversification and wealth creation. So tonight we'll be going through several things, right? So we'll be going to the top platforms, meaning top softwares that you can use, right? And for disclaimer again, I'm not getting sponsored by any of these platforms, right? So this is just coming out of research, what has worked for me, what has worked for my team, and also persons in my circle, right? And I also did some decent amount of research to come up with these options, right? So you can check them out afterwards. Good, so we'll be exploring the top platforms to access international market investments. It also highlights key investment opportunities in Jamaica and in US, the Caribbean, and also I will share some tips that you can use to maximize the return. So before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow the Financial Bridging on all platforms, namely TikTok, IG, and YouTube. Right? YouTube, big one. YouTube. So go over by YouTube right now and subscribe. Hit the notification bell that you may be notified on all new and trending posts. Right? So with that said, we can jump into tonight's session. So how you as Jamaicans can invest internationally and why would you want to invest internationally, right? Why would you want to invest internationally? For one, you want to broaden your horizon. You want diversification. We often hear the term or the saying, don't put your eggs in one basket. It's the same with investments. It's not just buying stocks, buying bonds, and buying real estate or anything else, but also going outside of your country. That's also a way you can diversify your portfolio, right? Going outside of your country. That's another way, right? You can also access high growth industries like technology, for example. You can also access renewable energies, right? And a lot more industries and sectors like outside of Jamaica. You know, the typical stocks in Jamaica, or typical industries in Jamaica, right? Going into the American market, the Canadian market, it gives you access to more industries, right? You can also protect yourself from risk. For example, currency fluctuations, inflation, and economic downturns. So those are the three ways that you can also look to maybe strategize how you invest, right? It's a way of broadening your horizon, diversification, accessing other sectors, other industries, and also just to protect against certain risks that are maybe inherent in a specific country, in our case, Jamaica, right? Cool. So here are some top platforms that I've found for you. One is interactive brokers. So what I mean by platforms, these are websites, these are softwares, these are applications, if you will, that gives you access to international investments. So for example, you can buy Apple stock, you can buy Tesla, Amazon here in Jamaica as a Jamaican using these platforms, right? So the first one is interactive brokers. You can get access to like 150 markets, so not just America, Canada, UK, but it also opens your horizon to other countries that has stocks, bonds, indices, you name them, right? It also offers low fees. That's a thing you want to look at when you're investing. Low fees, right? And it has the options to buy parts of a stock, meaning you don't have to buy one share. You can buy a fraction of a share, right? So that's also a way you can benefit by getting involved with some of these platforms. So it will be more affordable to you then. For example, if you see Amazon stock usually in the high thousands, right? If you can find 100 Jamaican dollars or maybe a 50 Jamaican dollars, you can get started by owning a fraction of Amazon. Maybe not the whole share for 1,000 US or more, but you can also get Amazon as part of your holdings with just $50 or $100, for example, right? So these are some of the typical features that you will have, right, by using interactive brokers. The next one is ease of use for Jamaicans. I'm a Jamaican, so I have to look out for Jamaicans. So in terms of sign up difficulty, it's not easy, but it's not hard. It's somewhere in the middle to sign up. It's more moderate, right? It does require some documents. That's just typical of any investment firm or broker. KYC, know your customer, know your client. They're gonna want the passport. They're gonna want certain identification, proof of address also, right? So those are some documentations that they will definitely want before bringing you on the platform as a client or a customer, right? So interactive brokers, moderately easy. All right, cool. One quick second. Interactive brokers, depositing funds, very easy. Very easy to deposit funds because you want to know that you can top up your account in order to buy your stocks, your bonds, or whatever, right? It's very easy to top up your account. Withdrawing the funds is the same, right? In terms of how we rate it, out of 5, we'll give it a 4 out of 5, right? So it's pretty high on the list. It's number 1 actually in terms of platform for investing overseas in the international markets. As I said before, we have access to 150 markets and more than 150 plus, right? Ease of depositing the funds, ease of withdrawing the funds, and it also allows you to buy fractions of a share, right? So for those expensive stocks, you can actually invest in them at just a fraction of the required cost. Good. Next one on the list is NCB Capital Markets. They have a very unique app. It's very user friendly. I personally have it. I'm not getting paid to promote it, believe it or not, but it's a very good app. And for persons who have the app or has an account with NCB Capital Markets, you can just send some thumbs up or something in the comments so I can know that you also use the app and it's not something new to you. Good, right? So it offers a professionally managed portfolio or investment options. You have access also to mutual funds. You have access to stocks, right? And you can do transfer between your NCB Capital Markets and also your local deposit accounts or savings account. That's pretty much how you deposit and withdraw monies, right? That you would have gained from your investment. So, for example, if you buy some shares today and it goes up tomorrow and you decide to sell it and capitalize the gains. That profit that you make, you can actually just send it back to your bank account right away and withdraw it at the ATM. Right? So that's one of the unique low-hanging features of the platform, NCB Capital Markets. Right? In terms of difficulty signing up, it's very, very easy to sign up and get an account. All you need, as I said before, I don't know everything that you need, but I definitely know that some identification will be required, proof of address. You definitely need to fill out the application form to get started, and also proof of funds or source of funds. They're going to want to know where you're getting these monies. So it can be from savings, it can be from your salary, or it can be inheritance. Whatever you have to prove the source of funds, you can just sell a car, sell a house, and you have that lump sum of cash that you want to move to NCB Capital Markets. They're going to want to know where you get these funds from, right? Ease of withdrawal, as I said before, very easy. In terms of rating out of 5, I'll give them 5 out of 5 right now, right? They're one of the best platforms that you can find, right? NCB Capital Markets platform. Right behind them is also JMB Investments, right? So JMB also has a platform, very easy to use. It's very simple to understand, right? In terms of it's intuitive. Once you go on, you just know where to find what and what to do to get started to buy your shares or buy into mutual funds and so on, right? So in terms of difficulty in signing up, it's very easy to sign up, right? Same set of KYC documents, same set of proof of funds, same set of application. They're gonna want to know, that you fill out the form properly, signature match, you send it off back to your investment advisor or wealth advisor to get started. Depositing funds, easy. JMB have them own card just like NCB. So you can withdraw funds just the same. And you can deposit funds just the same, right? Ratings 5 out of 5. So moving to the nice part now. So you're gonna wanna tune in, alright? The nice part. You're gonna wanna tune in. Nice part to reach now. We're talking about the top investments for Christmas. As we say, I love when my people make money. 3 top investments. We'll start with Jamaican market first, and then we go overseas, right? So we'll start with yard first. In terms of stocks, I'm going to start out with the stocks first. The stocks, number 1 on the list is Jamaica Producers. I gave you that couple of weeks ago. Big up to the guys that actually bought in very early, right? Stock has since the price has actually run up since the last time I did the video. I think I did the video in September, right? So it's sometime now, right? So it's still one of the hottest and most undervalued or underweighted stock. Meaning the price that it's trading right now is nowhere where it's worth. That's what I mean by undervalued. So for example, you get something on a deal, like you have Black Friday sale and stuff the other day, and you buy it cheap, but not really that it works, you can literally sell it back and make money on it. That's what I mean by undervalued or underweighted. So Jamaica Producers is one of the most underweighted or undervalued stocks right now. For those who don't know Jamaica Producers, if you know the banana chips, that's where they come from, right? You know that yellow and green logo, the JP and stuff. Yeah, that's them, right? So it's a well-rounded company with strengths in logistics, with strengths in food processing, and it exports from Jamaica into the Caribbean and also into the North American market. So for persons who travel a lot, go over to America, Florida, Canada, yeah, you will see JP products in the supermarkets. I kid you not, right? So it will give you diversification, right? The company has a lot of potential, as you guys know. We would have covered this in detail some time ago. Now, the average valuation for this stock is around $36.59, meaning as at today's price, closing price on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, it's 52% undervalued, right? So if you buy this stock right now and you hold it for some time, JP is the ticker symbol JP. You buy the stock right now at the price and you hold it, you can stand to earn 52%, right? If you hold the stock to the valuation of $36.59, right? The closing price today for JP was $25, right? So it's definitely worth considering if you're looking for like growth potential. You're also looking for diversification. You're looking for a solid company. As I said before, this stock has been one of the most undervalued stock for some time now. From as far back as I did the content, 5 stocks to cash. This was my number 1 stock, right? Second to JP is Grace Kennedy. Grace Kennedy is a household name, needs no introduction, right? So it's a top Jamaican conglomerate, as you all know, right? And they are very big in the food and financial industry. Right now, the average valuation for the stock is around $107.68, right? It means that if you bought into it today as at today's closing price on Jamaica Stock Exchange, right, at $77.48, you stand to make 39% if you hold it to the valuation price, which is $107.68, right? So I'm giving you some serious investments for Christmas. More to make some money. But you know, just work that way there, right? You know, just buy it and sell it tomorrow. Don't work that way there. But at least you know that you're buying something that's undervalued. You can hold on to it. Sell it maybe before it reaches $107. You can sell it at $100. You don't have to wait all the way to $107.68. You understand? But it's still some upside to your portfolio, still some diversification. You understand? It's also a good way of balancing out back some of those losses that you have from COVID, right? So it's a promising option. It's growth focus for investors that are looking upside. The last one on the list now in terms of stocks, because we have quite a few to go through, is Caribbean Flavors and Fragrance, ticker symbol CFF, right? So this company specializes in creating like flavors and fragrances for the food and beverage industry and also for personal care, right? So it's well positioned to take advantage of local and also regional growth in manufacturing. Right now, this company average valuation, get this, is less than $2. I'm going to tell you what the price is. It's $1.76, right? Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances is $1.76. Very cheap, one of the cheapest on the list, right? It's also the third most undervalued. So JP first, GK second, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances third, meaning they are 35% undervalued when we check that against the closing price. Closing price today is $1.32. Cheap. Not cost you nothing. It's one less drink. It's one less ornament on the Christmas tree. Not cost you nothing, trust me. So it's really a great pick for those who are looking for potential growth, upside, diversification, and also just a way to store some value, because as you know, inflation, I eat the money, right? So if you want to move the money from savings, which you have inflation to fight, move it to one of these stocks, but do your research. I'm not telling you to buy it right now. Do your own research, right? So we're moving now from stocks, still in Jamaica, moving now from stocks to fixed income. Right? I'm going to introduce you guys to fixed income. So as it says, these are money market instruments that provides a fixed return over some time. And they're very short-term investment. They go from like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Some of them as long as 182 days, right? So then quick. You don't have to lock in for too long. Cool? You don't have to lock in for too long. So first one is certificates of deposit. What are they? These are short-term deposit instruments. They are money market instruments, short-term, as I said before. They are offered by the government of Jamaica, GOJ. Investors can invest in these through the capital markets. So your JMB, your NCB, your Sagicor, your Mainberry, all of these places, you can speak to your wealth advisor, your financial advisor. You can ask them how you can get into the CDs on a weekly basis, right? They will tell you, and you can put in what you call a bid, because you have to bid for it, right? You have to tell them how much you're willing to invest at what rate, right? So it's a competitive thing, right? Cool. So I'm going to give you some information shortly. The next one is treasury bills. We're going to say T-bills for short. T-bills are similar. They are money market instruments. They are short-term instruments. They are issued usually at a discount to the face value, right? And you can speak to your broker more to get more information about them. Bless up yourself, Joshua. Welcome. So T-bills are low risk, very low risk, because remember the government offer it, right? So they are low risk and they are backed by the government, of course, because it's presumed that the government can always print money and pay back their debt, right? So the possibility of default is very slim, next to zeros, right? Cool. So in terms of CDs, these go from 30 days, some go up to like 1 year, right? Risk level, they are very low. As I said before, they're offered by the government, right? Some banks also offer CDs too, some credit unions, and treasury bills, again, offered by the government. They go from 91 days, some go up to like 182 days. Very low again. These that I'm telling you about, you can get in as low as 5,000 Jamaican dollars. Yes, 5,000 Jamaican dollars. Like share, you can get in for as low as that. So if you have 5 grand and you want to invest it, you can get in. So what I'm telling you about these instruments, guys, I know persons who are saving to maybe like buy a house or a car, they pay off their tuition, pay off other debts, and might have these monies in a savings account. It's not doing anything for you, right? Because inflation eat out the money, as I said before. So BOJs, as you know, has been lowering their interest rate, right? So this is really just a monetary policy that they have to stimulate the economy by reducing like the borrowing costs, right? So these instruments are being offered now to really mop up liquidity and give you a return in exchange for your cash and for a period of investment. So these are some things that you can look into. Yes, I see somebody saying the CD gains little interest. That is true, because guess what? The rates are very low. The interest rate, the return that you're getting are very low, especially now. There's a lot of money in the market right now. So guess what? They have a lot of money fighting over a fixed amount of papers, because when these papers come out, they are usually a fixed or a nominal amount that comes out. So you have a lot of money to chase these instruments. As a result, people have to be bidding lower and lower in order to get in. As a result, the set that would have got in last week, it now forms the backdrop for the interest rate that this new week, the persons who are investing will actually use that as a benchmark now to say, all right, if 500 persons got in last week at 6%, then if I am sure to lock in this money, I have to bid lower than 6%. So that's why the rate keep going lower and lower. All right. Cool. Now, in terms of the treasury bill, I'm going to give you some details. So for persons who are on TikTok, I have a presentation prepared for tonight. However, the link is over by Instagram because it was too long to paste in the chat here, right? So go over by Instagram quickly, Financial Bridging Live, and just get the link and you can get access to the PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going through now what you call the term sheet. Term sheet is really just think of it as terms and conditions of the instrument, right? You can read and get more information about it. So the issue for the treasury bill is the government of Jamaica. The purpose is really just financing government budgetary needs, right? The government need money, so them put out an instrument, treasury bill. The minimum bid amount is $5,000. You can get in as low as $5,000. That's like the entry price you pay at the gate to go in at the party, right? Now, the interest payment would be on March 7, 2025. That's next year. In terms of the subscription date, that was on the 4th. So you'd have to got that in from the 4th, December the 4th, right? As I said before, the maturity date is the 7th of March 2025. So if you count from that date to the maturity date, it's a 91-day instrument. That's the tenure, that's the duration. Cool? Now, in terms of yield and price and stuff like that, that's to be determined by a competitive bidding process. As I said before, you have a lot of persons bidding to get into these instruments, right? And it's also tax. So that gain that you get will also be subject to tax, right? The risk, as I said before, is very low, right? So let me just go through now in terms of the certificate of deposit. There was an auction on the 4th for the CD, not the T-bill. I went through the T-bill already. There was an auction on the 4th for the certificate of deposit. Now, the name of the instrument is BOJ 6.75. So that's a face value percentage. It's a 30-day instrument. It was issued on the 6th. That's Friday. So the auction was on the 4th. The issue date is on the 6th. That's Friday coming. And it's for 39 billion Jamaican dollars. So that the government wants to mop up or wants 39 billion Jamaican dollars. Now they receive a total of 282 bids. 282 persons went off of this thing. Right? Now, of that amount, only 235 was successful. So that just goes to show that not everybody will get in, because some persons want to bid very high. You have some persons in the middle and you have some persons below. So what they did was just to take the ones that are below, the ones that are in the middle, and the interests are the persons that are way above the curve in terms of interest, what they want in exchange for their money. They just say, all right, we're not going to take those, right? Good. So in terms of the average yield, when them average out the whole thing, what they're working with for this instrument, everybody would have bid and sent in their percentages a return is 6.73%. So this instrument, the return on it is 6.73%. Now the lowest bid, there was somebody or a few persons way lower than that, and they were at the 6%, because these persons maybe have a lot of money and they say, well, I'm willing to part way either way with this money at 6%. That's the lowest I will go. So, right? So I'm just teaching you how to read these things and understand some of the terms and stuff, right? Now, the highest bid that was submitted and accepted was 7.99999 going 8, right? All right, so those are just some back information for you. Now, the next auction day for persons who are just learning about this instrument, certificates of deposit, because this closed off already. The auction was on the 4th. They're taking the monies from the account by the 6th, which is this Friday. You miss this window if you haven't gotten in from the 4th. So they're saying now the next auction date is on the 11th. So now that I teach you guys how to read these instruments and you are more aware of how the market operates, you're more aware of the amount of liquidity in the market, don't go farm full now. You need an investment account. Once you have an investment account, you can start investing. But when you're going into the CDs, give your instructions to your wealth advisor. Tell them what the financial bridging is saying, all right? So the next auction is December 11th, right? That's the next auction date. All right. So we're moving over to the American market right now. Alright, and we're going to cover 3 stocks, the top 3 stocks. Remember, I said you can use in interactive brokers to buy stocks in America, Canada, and 140 other markets, right? So if you're buying stocks, have your money ready, you fund your account, and you're ready to buy. These are 3 stocks, 3 American stocks, 3 US stocks that you can get. I'm going to go with the first or the most undervalued US stock right now. The name is Active. Ticker symbol APTV. Active. So it's really a global tech company that's focused on automotive solutions and smart mobility. So they deal with like, so you know, them charge a car and them stuff there. Them kind of technologies them deal, right? So with the growth in autonomous and electric vehicle right now, Active is well positioned to benefit from this trend, right? You know, everybody are moved to e-vehicle now. We talk about green and all these things. So they're moving slowly from combustion engines, gas engines, to now electric vehicles. Preference, right? So currently, this stock, average valuation, what it's really worth intrinsically is $80, 80 US, 7 cents. Now, if you're buying to this stock as at today's closing price of $56.28, you stand to make an upside of 44.19% if you're buying to it as today's price, right? But this stock is grossly undervalued, right? So thank me when you invest in this stock and you make some money. You don't have to give me a thing. You don't have to give me a thing. Just tell me, say, you make some money. And that's good enough for me, right? So it's a very promising opportunity for those looking to invest in America, for those looking to diversify to know electric vehicles, right? And anybody that's looking for high return, right? Not saying you're gonna buy this stock and tomorrow morning you have a bingo and so it work. You have to stick it out for a little while and then sell it above the price you buy it. If you can't wait till you get to $80, sell it at $79. David, welcome. You get me? The second most undervalued stock right now in the American market, in the US market, is a stock by the name of Biogen. The ticker symbol is BIIB. Second most undervalued stock right now in America is a stock by the name of Biogen. The ticker symbol is BIIB. So it's really a biotechnology company that's dedicated to like treatments for like neurological disease. This is what to do with the brain, right? That's what this stock specializes in. So it really stands out from everything else that you can have in your portfolio, right? Not a lot of medical stocks are in existence, and for those, it's not as undervalued as this, right? And it might be a little bit more risky than this stock. So when we did our research, right, this stock is really worth $230.81. But when we check today's closing price, I think at 2:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30, this stock closed the market at $100.60. Sorry, $160.48. So if you're buying into this stock right now, you stand to have an upside of 43.69% if you hold a stock to $231, right? Biogen, ticker symbol BIIB. And remember, for persons who are just joining, you can buy these stocks from Jamaica, from Yard, by using a software called Interactive Brokers. It's 4 out of 5 based on our rating, right? 4 out of 5. Now, a person who would have stayed on, thank you so much. We're not finished yet, but I will tell you, TikTok, I want you guys to follow, I want you guys to like, and also to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So for persons who would have missed the first half of this presentation, it will be uploaded on YouTube after we clean up and edit and all these things, right? So subscribe to the YouTube channel, Financial Bridging. IG, same thing, YouTube, Financial Bridging. For persons who are just joining like David and a few others, YouTube, Financial Bridging, this presentation will be uploaded. Right? Now, the third stock on the list of American stock is PDD Holdings. PDD Holdings. The ticker symbol, meaning how you quickly find the instrument on the platform, is PDD. Simple. This is the name of the company, PDD. Right? Not PDD, PDD. Cool? Alright. So it's really the parent company of a group of companies. It's one of China's top e-commerce platform. It's well positioned for growth, especially in the expansion of global e-commerce markets. So currently this stock, when we did our research, worth $138.55. When we check the closing price today, the stock was trading at $97.71. This means if you're buying to it maybe tomorrow morning, if you can get it at today's closing price, you stand to make $43.49% if you hold it out to $138, right? If you sell it at 120 or whatever, you still stand to make a lot of money. You still stand to make a double digit in terms of returns, right? Cool. So those are the three American investments, right? So they offer diversification. They offer diversification in terms of investing in the American market, right? They also offer diversification from an industrial sector perspective, because remember you're invested in like EV industry now, automotive industry, and also getting access to like medical industry, because Biogen is a medical based company, right? And also high returns. If you want to just move away from Jamaica and get some American based returns, these stocks are perfect for that, right? So I am about wrapping up. I think that was it. If you guys have any questions, you can let me know. You can shoot out some questions in the comment and let me know. So we'd have gone through a lot of investments that you can really partake in Christmas, right? And make some money, some serious money, right? For persons who would have reached out to me half the year thanking me for my earlier contents on like top 5 stocks, persons who would have bought Trans Jamaica, GK, Seprad, Jamaica producers, them will make some money right now, I swear to you. And this content was released in September, and it's just now December, and them will make some money. Trust me. Right? So, you know, if you take my word for it, as I said before, I can only just bring it to the water. Whether you drink or not is up to you, right? So, but I do encourage you guys to do your own research. I don't want nobody invest and say the financial bridging make them lose money. You have to do your own research. Yeah, understand? All right. If you guys have any question, comment, you can let me know. We're about wrapping up. We're over 8 o'clock, you know. Started late. Apologies for late start again. You guys can let me know what you want to know going into the Christmas season. So I could only think about helping you guys to make some money. But if you guys want other content, you can let me know what kind of content you want. Yeah? Becky, big up yourself. That's what Jamie on IG. Big up yourself. Essence, big up yourself. TikTok people as usual. KI Will. Busy. Leading lady, big up yourself as usual. Thank you for joining. Who else? Lando Flex, big up on yourself. TikTok family as usual, big up on yourself. Right? I want you guys to like the content and also to follow along for persons who are not following along. How How can you get a one-on-one session? Okay, you can just send me a DM if you want a one-on-one session, but I will tell you this. Interactive Wednesdays are free. I go on forever. But when it comes down to one-on-one consultation, those are paid. One-on-one consultation, those are paid. That's a more personal touch, right? Requires a lot more numbers crunching and figuring out what you want, how soon you want to invest, right? Providing customized solutions, right? So these are paid sessions. So you can reach out to me, send me a DM, tell me that you want a one-on-one session, and we can set it up. The one-on-one sessions are not face-to-face, they are virtual, right? IG, Ali, big up yourself. So guys, that was the top investments for Christmas. If there are no questions, comments, feedback, we can pretty much end here. But I will remind you to like, share, subscribe, follow the investment contents, follow the educational contents, follow me on all platforms at Financial Bridging, right? IG, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm sending you over by YouTube to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Cool. So these content will go on YouTube for persons who would have missed it. Would have went through the top 3 Jamaican investment, top 3 stocks. Would have also gone through certificates of deposit, CDs, T-bills. I went through the last results for both CDs and T-bills. And the next one will be on the 11th for persons who would have missed this week's auction. Cool. I think that's basically it. If you guys don't have any questions, can end here. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll go live again the last Wednesday of December. I'm not sure what I might speak about yet, but you guys can give me some ideas. I'm still in investments, so I'm giving you guys options that you can invest for the Christmas season before you spend off all of the money. Cool? So until next time, this has been the Financial Bridging.